I want this game to be better. We need to show more love towards one another.
But getting back to this game that I never left.
When you see one of us saying something, doing something contrary to wisdom, contrary to what is right, if you truly had love for that individual, you would tell their ass that they wrong. If you see one of the young P's saying and doing things on social media, and they doing a bunch of shit that's stupid, they incriminating themselves, then when are you gonna be a big brother? When are you gonna be that uncle? When are you gonna, you understand me, be that older, wiser P? Or even if you're not older, maybe you younger, but your wisdom surpasses your existence. When are you gonna take out the time to be a blessing to that individual to prevent them from getting incarcerated? You know as well as I know. Some of you are following certain young P's, and they sitting over there breaking the bitch on Instagram, sitting over there counting thousands of shit. And after the she's sitting over there looking like a hoe. Because I said looking like a hoe because most likely she ain't one. You know, just a square ass prostitute dressed like a real hoe. But she looked like a hoe. She counted some money. And then she put it in his hand on Instagram. All for followers. All for likes. And I can't even put it on the youth because I know somebody that when they broke on the, they got a video on YouTube, them breaking on the, and this motherfucker was damn near 40 years old at that time. And that individual had been in the game for over a decade. So it ain't just the youth that's doing foolish shit. This disease called clout is omnipresent. And it's even touching a lot of the individuals that's professing to be pimps. Veteran pimps as well. Saying anything, doing anything, posting everything on social media just to get views, just to get popular. We got to stop that. We got to love our people. What I want to do in the future is the same way. Just imagine young, beautiful minds and older, wise, infinite minds coming together in the lifestyle of pimping and horn, coming on one accord in one place, and on certain subjects expounding and saying things that's profound amongst each other, building up one another, arm sharpening arm, criticizing, making each other realize what we need to be doing. You know what I mean? Certain percentage of what we made within the month or week, whatever. You know what I mean? We'll speak on that when we come together. And we could take a small portion of that. You know what I mean? Let's say like if a P, you know, is only his broad, he only got one bitch. And that bitch only making $500 a day. She only making $500 a day, which is still $3,500 for the week. And let's say that I say that there's this particular young P that all of us know that he's a real pimp, but he got caught up in some bullshit. And we need to raise $5,000 to get this other P out. You know what I mean? And let's say, you know what I mean, we all together, all of the authentic, and we all amongst each other, and we just take a point. And this is an individual that just only got one, that's only checking 500. Or maybe times is really bad. Maybe his is only checking $300 a day. Lord have mercy. And she's only checking $300 a day, which is still $2,100 for the week, which is still, you understand me? It possibly, you know, could lead to 9 racks. She might, you know, get arrested or what have you or whatever. But he should still make 9 to 10,000 within that month. You know what I mean? Something close to that. Now, let's say, you know what I mean, they can't give the way that they want to give. But that which you can give, you being a blessing. And we come all on one accord to get the pimping out of jail. We come all on one accord to put money on the books of the veteran pimp that's been down. His family, they ain't with him. His that went out on him. Some of you young P's and older P's know pimps that's in jail and prison right now, and you ain't looked out for them one time while they been in jail. You ain't looked out one time while he been in prison. I told you, you reap what you sow, and you also reap what you haven't sown. I want in the future, I want to not only be a blessing to those who are incarcerated, but I want to be a blessing to the youth so they won't have to be incarcerated. Without a vision, the people perish. In a multitude of counsel, there is safety. Let's provide the safety for the youth. Let's stop whispering and murmuring and saying things under our breath about sinful to P or freeze or Dre. And if I'm a street, I could never do this, I would never do that. Okay, well, let's go to the streets and let's meet up on one accord at one place. And whatever differences that we have, let's get it out the way. And let's talk about it like men so we can be a blessing to the young men. Because whatever problem that you have with me, it can't be greater than this game. Whatever problem that I have with you, it can't be greater than this game. This game is bigger than any problem that I got with any. This game is bigger than any problem that I got with any pimp. This game is bigger than I got with any that I don't see as the pimper. The game is bigger than that. The game is more important than that. So if we need to come on one accord where I listen to you without interrupting you like a man, and you say anything that I've offended you, if you felt disrespected or offended by anything that I ever said or did, let's meet on one accord, and just like a man, you make it known. And I will listen to you in its entirety, whether you tell the truth or you lie. Only thing is, when I start talking, give me that same respect. Don't interrupt me while I'm talking. Let's respect each other like men. No problem that I have with any real pimp or any man, any whatever, is bigger than this game. Because the young people are dying. The young people are being killed. The young people are being sentenced to hundreds of years. Fuck whatever problem that I got with anybody. That problem ain't that damn big. I hope you guys live as long as you want and never want as long as you live, man. Y'all be blessed now.